terrible. Why are we doing this?
Wait, aw. Welcome to another episode of the Meta Call with Mr. Scotty Mac from the A team. What's going on, Scotty?
Not too much, man.
Alright, so we are playing against a pretty hateful deck against us, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. So this hand, while not much gas against Caw-Blade, keep it, yeah.
No, this is a keep for sure. You got the Slag Storm to kill a bunch of little dudes, and you got Tumble Magnet to stop the guy, and you got Ramp to get there. So this is 100% keepable. Yeah.
And if we draw into a walker, we're really set.
Yeah, exactly.
Although that's fearful sometimes.
So I think your Shore's into the Chalice here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's probably got the Spell Pierce. We'll see. He knows my deck well too, as we discussed in another video, but we'll see if it goes up. So it's okay. We're actually curving out still fine here. We can Tumble Magnet and then keep Tez safe the next turn. And that's the play. Sphere is not needed at this point. Although he's going to be able to leave the counter magic up, which is always the rough play. Caw-Blade is definitely a force to be reckoned with. And we know his deck.
He bottomed both of those.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe he's really... Well, this actually really kind of helps our draws because it gives us 2 follow-up turns to be strong and aggressive. I actually like Koth first because if we can stick Koth, it's better as far as being the beatdown in this match. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine, because if he counters Koth the next turn again... Well, didn't we do this last time?
Yeah, did we?
In the last matchup, didn't we? We ran out Tezzeret so that he'd counter it, so then we could stick Koth, untap, and attack into the Jace that he's going to play next turn.
However, the Jace +2 gets him to 5, and Tezzeret haste killing Jace for 5 is better.
I agree. So let's do it the other way around this time.
Let's see what happens. God. Oh, and he sticks. This is good for us. Oh, jeez, how funny. So, despite like people not thinking Koth fits in the second he's mashed in, like, yeah, he's not the best at times, but oftentimes he's pretty relevant.
I think the most important thing to remember when you're talking about cards like Tezzeret and Koth in this build in particular is that yes, they all have relevant abilities that in other decks are obscenely powerful, but what you're going to find with this in this particular deck is we really aggressively leverage a couple of their abilities, like making dudes to swing in and presenting threats that sort of soak up damage from your opponents because they have to attack into the planeswalkers, because if they go ultimate then they're fucking game breaking. So
Yep, totally. And Marshall from Limited Resources was also speaking to the deck being like mid-range. He was like talking about like how, you know, certain cards, like we do have cards that are dead in some matchups, or not totally dead but not great, but where was I going with this? Just the fact that like mid-range is actually like fairly relevant now that like Volakut has slowed down too. But
so we're actually going to get a Tezzeret here.
Yeah, we definitely get a Tezzeret out, and we're just going to be drawing with him. We can't hit for 9, so. But let's definitely get him out here. And this puts us quite a bit ahead. The Tumble Magnets are probably the best card in this deck.
Oh, look, a Tumble Magnet.
And another one, so. And another one. So we're sitting pretty good here. The Tumble Magnet obviously is the reason. And the Koth here is getting in some good damage too.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of the removal too is kind of um, gone to non-instant, right? So, I mean, if they don't have Celestial Purge, as this deck is apt to have, or Divine Offering for the artifacts that are coming in, like a lot of the next turn removal, it really just isn't good enough.
Yep, absolutely.
Do I think your opponent's talking about scooping to you here?
No, he's saying that he's just talking about how if he thought if I stuck a magnet, it's probably just game, which is pretty awesome. It tells you how powerful it is against them. And then he's saying, as I was saying, you play 3 must answer walkers behind a wall of tumble magnets, and really that's what it is. You just mid range, like just control mid range kind of control. I don't know. They can flip a dime. It's just playing very relevant cards. He's talking about how post board being able to target the magnets gives them much better game, and he's right. So as far as like counter tech, it's a really tough call. Crush has been really good for me at times, but I tickled Scott's fancy and cut them this time to see what would happen. I thought that's what was coming. So because we have another magnet, we'll actually be able to kill Gideon here, and with our magnet, and stick another one. And I think that's probably the play.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. Because the Creeping Tar Pit obviously won't get... Oh, let me use the mana. And then we can get out.
We can get the sphere out too.
Yep, absolutely. Which is good because obviously it's another 5/5 next turn. So.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, we're at the point where we're threatening ultimate with, Koth next turn for a couple more points of damage as well.
Yep.
So.
And that's the thing.
Like
Koth,
perpetual source.
Yeah, Koth's ultimate isn't as good as it would be obviously in like a mono red, but and he says GG. So we'll go on to the next game and we'll catch you in a minute.